about. Like I just didn't grasp what the assignment was.
Yeah, let's just do the regular assignment, see where we're at, and then see how much time we have for that. But I think it should go by pretty quick because it seemed pretty.
Oh, the quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
What was it again?
It was practically finding out the
Linear regression.
yeah. I mean, if you want the specific terms, the linear regression equation.
Yeah, the regression equation.
And you're
Y
kinda-
hat equals
you're finding out, like,
plus
what-
B1 times X.
like based on the head length, you can find out the body length, and then you
Oh yeah, the alligator thing.
you
Yeah.
plot it on there and you add the line in. So
Okay, so everybody's
And they changed the because
Malvern
what we
Spoon's
learned in
one, too.
algebra or whatever was the same equation, but they just changed what the variables are. What
Yeah.
they represent, but the way they label them. But it's the same thing.
okay. I learned.
So
let's do this Saturday.
I think that's what we're
The next step in this.
doing.
Make inference. and
Daniel discerns more truth.
Yeah, so we're
With-
gonna make inferences, but we can't really, like I said, we can't really make inferences about data that's incomplete.
Yeah.
So
Yes, we can. It's just like a
They'll just be wrong.
well, it's like a two variable algebraic equation.
I'm
It's just
done
like that.
with you. I'm done with
Most people can't solve it.
you. Moving on. You just pray until you receive the other variable.
Yeah. And it is given by inspiration.
Give it- Killing me, Bruce.
By variate. Okay. So I'll pull up the prep assignment.
Have you done the homework quiz for the last stuff?
Yeah.
I always procrastinate until Saturday.
Yeah, I usually do that too.
It's lesson 22.
I'm bad. Yeah, it's lesson 22.
Prep.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly didn't have any questions. It was probably one of the easiest ones we've ever done.
So you say every time.
No, just this one, the last one.
I miss you.
Which makes me a little stoked because that means that the last quiz so far, I mean, the last exam so far, isn't really going to be that much harder than the last one because all they're going to add is these things so far and they're not that.
Let's hope so. That's what I've thought about.
Well, so far that's
The
all
last two
the new
exams.
thing we've learned, right? So
Yeah.
Come on. Why is everything taking forever?
Last exam, I was like, oh, this won't be too bad.
I mean, Bruce got a 70. That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to say.
That's what I got too.
If Bruce can't get a B, then there's no hope for me.
We should just grade things on it. Yeah.
Based on Bruce.
That's like if the P is low, reject the null.
Whatever
Exactly.
Bruce gets is technically 100. So based off what we
Yes,
get,
yes, I agree.
So if we got
Yeah.
a 60, it's really like a 90.
Heck yeah. Amen. I wonder who got the highest grade on that exam
Honestly,
and how many people actually.
Well, I think
there's probably some people.
I don't
that-
think it was like a particularly like hard exam. I
Why
just think
didn't you do it?
well, because like I didn't have time to study. Because like my day was like so compressed, and then I had to go do something in like 30 minutes right when I had to take the exam.
What's considered studying for you? Real study.
Well, just like sitting down and working through all like because I usually like when I study for exams like I'm gonna work through all the chapters like from like that are included with it, and like with this one like watching the videos and stuff. But it's like that day was so compressed and that week was so compressed.
Yeah. Seth and I did that. It didn't make a difference.
I mean,
And you met with the tutor.
if I wouldn't have done any of that, I probably would have got like.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I
Instead of
would have gotten
70.
an F.
I mean, I was
There
actually.
he is.
Hello, Bruce.
I got the
How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm
Malvern.
fine. No complaints. Sorry, I missed you on Monday.
No worries. Did you get the link though on Monday?
I got the link, but I only got home from work after 6 o'clock, and it's 5 o'clock here. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
I see you spaced out.
Yeah, we are. We have this little corner that we sit in, but
Okay.
So
I don't
we're
know why we
just
didn't
about to
start
take the
sitting here a long
quiz.
time ago,
So
because it's been a lot better.
Although I really want to open up the right assignment, but Word is being stupid. Oh, okay. So this is like the y-intercept stuff.
Amen.
Yeah. So it's basically. Oh, okay. So like the linear regression is just trying to find data to find the line and then making projections based off that line,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And that was basically it. You
All
just
you
use
do
the software
is
to
just
do
plug
that.
in the data into the Excel template, and then it'll tell you what the variables are, and then you just plug in the variables into the equation. And you get the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So let's take the
Does
quiz.
Malvern have any questions?
Yeah. Do you have any questions with this assignment or?
Not really.
It was
Okay.
All right. Cool. We're here. Doing it.
How are you guys doing with your score so far? You all passing with A's?
Yeah. I mean, we got a 98% on that last assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Seth is gonna go meet with the instructor today over video chat. But I think when we were looking through the assignment again, there's some stuff that we can improve on, and then,
Okay.
but also we might not have like because we were plugging in the data into the two proportions test today, and like I'll show you my screen so you can see it. Hopefully I can share my screen. Yeah, okay. So right here,
Yeah.
so this is the check requirements. So it's
Yeah.
like all these have to be over 10, but the second sample is not over 10, which is the one in or the one you did. But that's only because of like the p hat. Like doing this, so it's like we have to get this number above 10. So like there has to be at least like 10 max that are
But in
observed.
order for it to be right, though, wouldn't we have to get more too?
No, because ours meets the requirements.
So basically, I need to increase the number of the population or sample group.
Yeah,
well, just
yeah. So the sample group, we just have to get it above. So there just like has to be. We have to observe
Can I
an
get
additional sample size that includes at least 4 max. So like I don't think we should do it like biased or whatever. Maybe we count like 10 more or something, or we count like. But I guess if this proportion holds true, right? Like.
So if that proportion, you can actually, we about 80. It's about between 85% of the people use Microsoft in South Africa.
Really? Okay.
85%, and so 15% of the people basically use Mac.
to just switch from a 2 proportion to a 1 proportion. Just grab any data from over there.
That's true
So
too.
you could quite easily use that if you had to put up, say, another 25% add on there, say 60 to and that will push it up to over 10 for your for the second one.
If we just added numbers to it, or what are you saying?
Yeah, if we just added, if you added, say, 25, and then you can add another 4 to your N2. What? X2, sorry, X2.
Yeah.
So you can make that 10, and then the other one you can add 25, which will be 70.
So you're just saying just add it and just assume. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but I mean, but we can't.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like. But the reason why we couldn't do that is
Is that not a proportion? Because if you look at that's about the proportion, and if I
because data, because
85% use Microsoft, so 85, which means that will be 15 that use a Mac.
I think it's easier just to switch to one proportion,
Good.
so we don't have to worry about.
yeah.
Will that work?
I just I just don't think we can use this proportion yet. Like at least according to like, so if like the if the data is not meeting these requirements, I don't think we can use it to make an extrapolation on a population without like, so we could, I mean, we could change it to like a one sample Z test, and then we could just scratch like this data, and then we could use that to just say like, this is what it is at BYU Idaho. But I just don't think like there would be any, like there's not like the data, like, I don't know, at least like if we're assuming that this, like, I don't know why this is in stats, but it's like if we're assuming these check requirements are true, then we have to observe more data in order to make it work.
Well, then we could say,
But we don't want to make you do any more work or
we
whatever.
could look
So.
up like a general proportion for the world for Apple versus everything, and say we think that that the proportion here at BYU Idaho is different, and then
Like compare it against
Yeah,
the
and just
world.
do our one proportion compared to.
whatever we
That's a
find.
good idea, actually, because that's definitely.
So that, yeah, that just depends on what you want to do, because
I think we can use your sample and make it a one proportion test.
yeah, because we could do that, and that might be straightforward, or we can compare it against the world at large as well.
Because it'd still
Like,
be a one proportion.
because
I think if you had to do it to the world at large, it will even be less than that. It will probably be about a 90% Microsoft to 10% Apple.
yeah, that may be true.
We'll just see.
So, but yeah, that's the state of where that's at. So,
Okay, no problem.
but we just saw that this morning. We just plugged it into the little thing, and it's like, oh no. But yeah, it's like so weird. It's like,
I saw my marks go down by about 6 points or something like that, 6%.
yeah. Well, she's gonna let us like redo, but yeah, she's gonna let us redo it. And I think everybody in the class had similar issues.
It's
So
10%.
it's 10% in the world.
Percent.
Yeah, so maybe we can compare. We can still do a two proportion test, but we'll compare it against like a world stat, and then just go from
Did you
there.
just check now? Did you just check? Is it 10% the difference?
Yeah, that's what Seth said.
Okay. I would agree with that.
Yeah. So and then if Seth's talking to the teacher today, then we can see if that'll work with her. So
Okay.
okay, quiz time. Maybe she could describe what she wants off this next assignment too, like a little bit more.
She said, yeah, so I'm going to call her tonight at 8. So.
Okay, actively participated. While you're required to work together on this quiz, give the linear regression equation. What is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is 2.0, right?
Yeah,
And then the slope is 1.5.
This makes me happy that I took algebra like 4 times. It was like all different classes, but it was like, it's like there's algebra 2, and there's college prep
Literally,
algebra where
we're
you do it
just
without a
plugging
calculator.
in 16 for x.
I got
So that'd be
one.
4. That'd be negative 12, right?
Negative 12.
Oh, sorry, plus. So that would be
So
just
point-
1.
So 0.25 times
That's what I
16,
got.
Yeah,
right?
it'd be 1. Did you put 1.0 or just 1?
I just put 1.
What about on the 2, on the first, on number 3, did you put 2.0 or just 2?
Math
I
self.
put 2.0 because that's what they have, but
Okay, whatever. All right. So now we have to use this stuff in Excel.
Maybe we should put 1.0 because it says round to 1 decimal. Just put a 0.
That's pretty much rounded to 1 decimal.
I swear
Okay.
they just put that in there just for everything, even though it's not.
Like the normal probability
Yeah,
app.
it's like, round to the nearest decimal. It's really confusing, especially when they give you the answer,
Yeah.
like the 1.5 or whatever. Let me round that.
Round to 1 decimal.
Okay, so
We just take the data. and we
use the
plug it in.
data. Confidence data for explanatory variable. Okay, what's the? Is this still categorical stuff or is this?
It's called, it's the linear. This is, this is it's the quantitative inferential procedure, and it's a linear regression.
I think Excel is my most used thing.
Hot dog, burger, or banana shake.
That was the official. Okay, but
So
let's make sure we set it up right though. So the explanatory variable and the response variable. Okay, so it's just saying that confidence is the explanatory variable and score is the response variable.
Oh,
Oh, so we actually have to put it in backwards.
Yeah. What I'm grateful for? I'm grateful I'm not a biology major.
leaving about 86.
Yeah. I know, it's a beautiful moment when I took my last science class. Okay. I think that is
wait, are we just?
I think it's a dolphin shaped.
No, it's a hot dog shape.
What? Hot dog?
Seth,
Yes.
Into linear regression.
What does yours look like? Okay.
Do your
It's the weirdest.
did you put the so your explanatory variable is 4.34 and the response is 50.
in quantitative procedures.
Yeah, explanatory variable I put
quantitative
4.34 and then the response variable is 50.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like a hot dog.
Or banana.
Yeah, like
I don't
is
know.
it what's the distinction between a hot dog and a banana though? Like
I don't know.
Yeah.
is a hot dog like or a banana a little more curved than a hot dog is?
I think the banana is more curved. Yes.
Yeah.
Banana's definitely more curved.
I mean I guess it's straighter.
Well,
You must squint your eyes and then you can see the shape.
Or is it a flying hamburger?
wait, it is actually. Here, guys. It's right here. This is
Okay.
banana. This is hamburger. And that's.
Are
hot
these
dog.
the official terms?
So it's hot dog.
Yeah, it's definitely a hot dog. We'll make sure to use that on our paper.
See here, we have a hot
Based
dog.
on the shape of the scatter plot you produced in the last question, what can you say about the appropriateness of using simple linear regression to model this data? I think it's appropriate for this data
Wait, let's see what it
because
says. No, well, if it's a hot dog, then conduct regression analysis to determine. Yeah, it's appropriate. If it's a hamburger or a banana, then it's not. But if it's a hot dog, it is.
I'm trying to make that like a slang term. Appropriate.
TP.
Like, yeah, man, that's so appropriate. I think it'll be huge.
It's appropriate.
Yeah, man, it's so appropriate. Anyway, I'll just wait till I'm famous and then it'll become a thing.
Make a ton of money.
Observations are in the data.
What are the observations?
Just how many there are.
There's 139.
Does it give us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
PC down. So, right there. Oh,
And that's not including the header.
But I guess maybe we did it too. I don't know.
Was that including the headers? Or
No, it's not including the headers. 139.
What is the y-intercept?
Well, it tells us.
Yeah, under unstandardized coefficients, the y-intercept is 18.690.
Yeah.
18.690.
What is the slope?
It's just below that, eh?
It's 12.695.
12.695.
What is the predicted value of y when x equals 4? So we got to
So
plug
we
into
just plug it in. So
plug
the
it in, plug it in.
slope is what you times
By X.
by x. So you do 4 times 12.695, and you add it to 18.6.
I should do this.
Did you get it, Seth?
Oh yeah, 18.69.
70.5.
You think that's right?
At least that's what I got.
What we got?
So the y-intercept is 18.69 and then 12.6.
69.469.
So you got, so it's different. I'll be the tiebreaker.
How did he get something different?
Okay, let's see. So you take, and it's 12.695 times x, correct?
4.
The
Which is
slope
4.
is what you times by x.
So the 12 times 4 plus 8.
Yeah, so it's 60. I got 69.47 as well.
What
So 69.469.
46. Oh yeah, mine's just rounding it.
Wait,
Yeah.
so what?
So I got the same
69.4 what?
69 point or 69.4.
Oh, that's what I got this time. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know what I did.
Okay. Conform to our peer pressure. You got 69.47.
What's the 3 decimals though, actually?
Well, I put it out and it was just flat.
It just
Zero.
goes
okay.
The confidence is evaluating the confidence for each question on a scale of 1 to 6. What is the maximum predicted value of y for the value of x?
So you have to plug in 6 there for the x.
Because there's the positive
I guess that
correlation.
is.
We can use the largest x value.
Yeah,
So then we'd use 6.
yes.
Okay. Is this plugging into the same equation?
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically what we just did, except using 6 now instead of 4.
Instead of 4, yeah.
How many explanatory independent variables are present?
So it's 94.860.
859 or 60. That's the same thing. I don't
So
know.
Wait.
Are you
we're just
rounding
plugging in
it
6.
somewhere?
No, I'm using the test linear regression in Excel. And so if I put the 6 in there, it just gives me 94.859.
Because I'm getting 94.860 flat, but I'm not rounding anything.
Oh,
Well, rounded, it would be 98.
are you using your calculator?
No, I'm using Excel. I can show you what I'm doing. Here we can see.
Because I'm using the t-test for linear regression.
So this is how I calculated right here.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So if you look under 6 there, under the predicted one there, you see 90. Yeah.
Predicted interval for y.
Yes. It's called the predicted one. It says there 94, 8.5, 8.859. Yeah.
Because I remember this talking. Go down to 6s and find those. You find like the greatest 1, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
Where did you get 0.60? 8.60.
Should, but they also said in the homework, like, you can't take it for exact numbers because it's all just measurements that vary a little bit from the line.
Okay. The predicted one.
96.7.
I think so. If that's the largest one, that has 6 for the X.
Evidence for the data resulting from students evaluated for each of the questions from 1 to 6. What is the maximum predicted value of y? So y is, we're just talking about the y-intercept, right?
So if it only goes up to 6,
these
then we have
value
to
of
find
X.
the greatest y.
So the greatest possible y, though, is the maximum that x could be. So if the maximum that x could be is 6, like that's the highest x could ever be, which is what we're saying in this, then y has to be that, like that's, like it can't get higher than the number we calculated.
Oh, and look,
'Cause
that's
X
actually
can't
what-
go any higher.
That's actually what this is for right here. Like, look at 4. It'll change.
Oh, okay.
6, so it's 94.859.
Wait. So now it's 90.
Number, it's the highest.
Is the predicted?
Yes.
So,
Okay. So maybe these are rounded then. That's why. Okay. But yeah, but it makes logical sense though that y can't be higher than that.
no, that doesn't make sense actually, because look, then you have one that's in there and it's actually higher.
Well, but we're just saying like, what is the maximum predicted value of y? So it's like in reality it can be different than that, but that's the max you could ever predict it to be.
So we're going with 94.
Because you could measure something different than what's on the line.
Yeah,
So I think it would be that 90.
94.859.
Yeah, and I get where you're coming from now too, Malvern.
But I also remember in the homework they did have our answer and then his answer, and they went with both of them. They said they were both correct.
Oh, so maybe there's 2 right here.
They said they were super similar.
So close that it would be the same.
Yeah. It said on the homework answers may vary.
I think if you put 60 there as well, you'll probably get the point as well.
Yeah.
We can always.
How many explanatory independent variables are present in a simple linear regression? Explanatory, there's only one, right?
There's only one. Yeah.
You have explanatory and then you have a response variable and that's it.
I believe so, yeah.
So put more than 2. Okay.
I already did.
How many response variables? There's 1.
I think there's just one of each, right?
I believe so.
Hope so.
Okay.
A company in South Africa, just kidding, Dakota, manufactures hard hats using the mining industry. They record measurements on all the hats. Predict the size of hats given the circumference.
Size of the hat is the
Meaning the
response.
company wants to predict size of given the circumference.
So the distinction between the explanatory variable and the response variable is what? Like explanatory tells you what the response is going to be.
Yeah. I'm guessing since they say they want to predict size, that's the response because that's the
Yeah, that would make sense.
They want to predict
like-
the size of the given circumference. Hat size, circumference, lengths of the majors and minor axes.
The
wants
size
to
of
predict
hat
the
given the
size of-
circumference. Yeah, that makes sense. Because the response would be the hat size given the circumference.
given the measurements. Yeah.
So they want to predict the hat size given the circumference. So they need to know the circumference in order to know the hat size.
Yeah.
So what is the response variable? Well, the
So
response
it's
variable
responding-
is the hat size.
Yeah, it's responding to the circumference.
Because it is the variable being predicted. Yes.
And then,
Okay. 150%.
43%.
dang it.
Really?
That's
8%. Everything in this class is just going to be 8.
I swear I just.
not- that wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe this will bring us up 6%.
Look at it.
You hope. Probably 0.6%.
Yeah.
We're not-
Hey, we got 100 though.
Did we?
Right.
I did.
Did I get Joking. I got 100.
Yeah. If I got a C in this class, it would be the only time I've ever gotten a C in college.
I feel so bad for you.
It'd be really sad though. It's just like, because it's like I've gone like 94 semesters without. Done a lot of semesters.
You'd be my second C because I had to C in
Did you say
economics.
94 semesters?
It's felt. In 2010 is when I first went to college. When I graduated, and then I went on a mission. So I did a year of college before my mission, so like 2011, and then
Oh, okay.
I went on a
So
mission
we
for
went
2
on
years. Then I came back and did 4 more. It seems like 4 years, so 14 or 15.
1 year in 2010. Your mission in 2011.
Yeah,
So then you got back in 2000,
13.
and then you started school in 2014. So it's been another 3 years. So you've been in school for almost 4 years. Why have you been here for so long?
Oh, I haven't been up here. I did another year at Snow, and then like I've just been kind of doing. So
But were you not doing full credits?
yeah, I wasn't doing full course.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
taken me 5 years to 5 years of actual school to graduate instead of
Sure.
4. You just kind of realize. Okay, so what's the? Let's just go over the assignment this week, and we'll see what we got to do.
Yeah.
For the
For the new one.
yeah.
We'll take a look
And
at
if
it.
you've got to grovel today, just grovel.
Don't know how hard. we're
I'll
gonna
pay you
do.
$100 for this.
I know.
100.
Bribe. Coerce. Threaten. Just kidding. Yeah, where are the requirements for this? Because last week I couldn't find the requirements, but I guess maybe it just downloaded this week.
They're in the.
It seemed like it kept thinking of things.
Ano pa di Melinda? Mas Ian.
Action.
Sige ko na bisa salam no terug now. I need to go to a meeting.
Oh, okay.
A church meeting. You know the church keeps you going. You know, I mean, I don't know if you have meetings in the States, but we have lots of meetings here.
Sounds good.
All right.
Should we be calling you Bishop Cedrus?
No, not really. No. I'm not your. I'm your friend. I'm not your bishop.
Okay.
We chose to use.
Yeah. So we'll just let you know what's up with this assignment
Isn't
for
this
the week
exactly what
or
we
for this
did
week, and
before?
then kind of what.
I think my turn is next week. I have to do the PowerPoint presentation. So
It's not
Okay.
too bad because we just have to.
Yeah, it sounds good.
and stuff. We haven't done that.
so if the I can't do a presentation if the figures are not right.
Like one.
Yeah.
Once we have everything, it'll take 2 seconds.
Yeah, so-
Well, I think-
And,
just do
and,
it
and I'll
yourself.
share the document with you as well, so you can take a look at what we submit this week. So
Okay, I'll appreciate that. I'll appreciate that.
we will. But
So are you guys full-time students or are you working?
Just get over it.
I think we're all full-time students.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Sure.
are. Yeah.
Full-time.
Yeah.
Lucky, eh? Guys are lucky. Easy
Sure.
life. Yeah, I've got to work 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day I work, and then I have to study. I have a family.
Yeah.
Forget about the calling on top of that stuff. So you guys have it easy there in the States.
Yeah. It's
But
definitely.
yeah. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your group. I appreciate that. And
Yeah, no worries. It's fun.
No problem.
okay, have a wonderful week. So I'll wait for the report, and then I'll see you on Monday. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful week. Eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
See you.
It's Easter. Have a happy Easter.
Thanks. You too.
And conference. You going to conference?
I'm going down to Utah. I might go to a session.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Take care. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it, my guys. Hey, bye-bye.
Problem.
Cheers.
See you.
Have a wonderful day.